I failed my leaving cert, dropped out of college then, and now I have my dream job. So I get asked a lot what my job is, and I'm a live streamer. But it wasn't always that easy. So a quick little bit about me. I'm 23, I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and I live in Malta. I moved over to Malta and dropped out of college because I was just a bit sick of it. School was never really for me, to be honest. Growing up, I got bullied. I had to change schools 3 times in secondary school, and I just hated it. I missed 115 days out of 183 one year. So I just wasn't a big fan of school. And my mom tried everything to make me go, but it just wasn't for me. And I don't think it's for a lot of people, but people are kind of forced to do it, and I hate that. One size just simply doesn't fit all. So back when I was a kid, I was a bold kid. I was a very bad, angry kid. When I was 7 years old, okay, I was diagnosed with ODD. Now I'll put that up on the screen because, to be honest, I don't even really know what it is. But from what I know, it's I don't like authority or some shit like that, right? But me going into school, then going into secondary school, and then primary school, I needed an SNA, a special needs assistant, so somebody that follows you around school all the time. And that's when it really hit me. That's when school was so miserable. Now, and I say this because I know there's so many people that worry about the leaving cert, worry about the results, and they think it's the be all and end all. And it's just so not. It's just so not. I've never once been asked for my leaving cert results or my college degree. Now, but I know for a lot of people, it's very much drilled down their throat that you need to go this way. And for a lot of people, it works. People can go to college, then they go and get jobs, they get whatever. But that's just not me. It's never gonna be me. So I respect it if people like that. That's it. But it's just it was never gonna be me. Growing up, I was always a nerd. I'm a big gamer, and I'm a gaming freak. I used to play 15 hours a day, and that's what got me into streaming. So when I was in college, I did a PLC, failed my leaving cert, did a PLC, worked hard at it, then got into college to do creative digital media. Now, I did the first year, it was cool, I enjoyed it. The second year, that's when all the COVID shit hit, and I lost my mind. I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't, waking up, going on a laptop, sitting there in a lecture, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was with a girl from the age of 16 up to 21, but it was 6 years. Okay, we broke up, and then I was just like, there's nothing holding me here anymore. All my friends decided to move over to Malta, where I live now, last year during summer. And then I joined them because I was like, hey, there's nothing holding me here. I don't have a girlfriend now, I'm heartbroken. Let me get out of here. So I did that. Came for a holiday, planned on staying 2 or 3 months, ended up staying the entire time. Met a new girl, so I stayed, right? I was class rep in my second year as well and everything, and I still dropped out. So when I was waking up to do those college classes, I would turn on my computer, go back asleep for 2 hours, then I would start streaming. I started streaming a video game, Gears 5, because I'm a big Gears nerd, right? But it could be any game. And I was doing that instead of going to lectures. And yes, it's probably a risky thing, but it paid off. And I never thought it would. I never got into it for money or anything like that. It's just I loved it so much. I was passionate about it. And I always knew I wanted to do something in gaming or content creation or something. And now here I am. So it worked out. And I'm blessed. Because without that, I don't know what I would have done. Like the thought of getting my degree and then going into a job that pays starting off 22k or something, especially living in Dublin, living in Ireland, that's just nothing. I wouldn't be able to do anything, you know. It's just not a lot of money at all. And Ireland's just, the opportunity just isn't really there. So I moved here, and by accident, it just so happens to be the most perfect place for me, which is crazy because this is kind of like a streamer's hub over here once you get into the industry. So that's what I do now. And it's really, what a blessing. So I really fell on my feet, but it wasn't always easy though. There was a lot of times where, I was just kind of doing nothing. And luckily I lived at home, so I didn't have bills to pay. Now I have bills to pay. Now this apartment, I love this apartment so much that I live in, but shit costs, it's not cheap. But it took me a long time too. I did 10 months of every single day, 7 to sometimes even 12 hours sitting there playing, but it never ever once felt like work. But I did have the motivation and drive. Even sometimes when I didn't feel like doing it, I knew it'd benefit me in the future. So I just kept doing it, and I loved it, and I never ever considered it as work. Especially now, right now, I don't consider it as work. It's too enjoyable to be work. But I found something I'm extremely passionate about, and then I made it work. But it took time too though. And I've realized this in the last couple of years, that there's no quick results. I think a lot of people see, if they ever want to pursue social media or something like that, they see these people that blow up in a few days. A great example on TikTok is just James Doyle Fitness, protein bar, if anybody knows, right? He just grew like 200,000 almost over the course of 3 days. But that is exceptional. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It takes long. To build anything, it takes long, and I understand that now. So slowly I'm building on stuff, and in the future it's gonna be an empire, you know what I mean? But I realize that everything takes time. And it's very easy to give up on stuff when you're not getting quick results. But it sounds so cringe, so cliche, but consistency is key. And you know what? I never used to care about that until I actually put it into practice, and it 100% is. Because when I stopped being consistent at streaming, that's when it started going downhill for a while, and then I just kind of took a year off. So it is 100% it. Now I consider myself very lucky, and I'm extremely grateful, and I'm humble, but at the same time, you know, I didn't just get this from doing nothing. I worked hard at it too. I had 2,000 hours of just being live, sitting in front of the camera. Just live. That doesn't even count all the stuff I did afterwards and before the streams and stuff like that. So the message of this video really is to just get a little bit more information on me, because I do get asked a lot, but it's that there's a lot of people, and I'm lucky I found it at my age. You know, I'm 23 now, and I'm really lucky I found what I'm passionate about. But there's people younger and older, they find it younger and older, and that's okay. But a lot of the people doing their leaving cert and worried about it are just a bit stuck at the moment. Man, I don't know, just find what you're passionate about, work hard at it, and make it work. There's so many people out there that have so much money that are interested in kind of anything, to be honest. But yeah, that's really it for this video. This is my first time doing a video like this. I appreciate you guys' time watching as always. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see a bit more. And also, if you ever have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, reply to everything, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, like the video, check me out on TikTok and Instagram. Much love. Everybody have a fantastic day. Adios.